out bubbles when I speak. I'm a freak, because Jesus, he died for me. I'm unique, there is only one of me. I'm complete, so I really don't care what you think of me. I'm a geek.
Alright, so this is, so for those of you who don't know, excuse me, sorry. For those of you who don't know, my wife and I, Mrs. Nitro, are working on a comic for our kids. My daughter Lily and my son Adam. My daughter loves comics, specifically My Little Pony comics. But we're gonna. My wife is a writer. She writes outside of being an awesome full-time mom. And she's written a couple screenplays, and she started writing on a novel. And we've always talked about doing something together. And so we said, why don't I do a comic? You love comics. I like to write. You can draw. Let's do it. It's like, all right, let's do it. That should be easy. So after speaking with numerous people in the comic industry through this awesome opportunity that Cross and I have, I realized how incredibly daunting this is and is going to be. Now, with that said, I storyboarded. The last time we did this, we storyboarded this first page. So basically, the gist of the comic is Lily and Adam are just fed up with their toys. They don't feel like they have anything to play with. But what they don't know is their playroom is a portal into this imaginary make-believe world. And because they're not cleaning up their toys, monsters are coming in from that world and stealing their toys. But in the real world, Mommy and Daddy are just throwing them away. But we're not telling them that. We're throwing them away because they're not being responsible. So they go into that world and they have to fight the monster. So that's what we're working on right now. We did some character designs, which we worked on those one stream for like 3 hours, and my wife didn't like any of them. So, but to her credit, she knows exactly what she wants, and I don't know how to draw little kids because I don't really do that a whole lot. So we're gonna not work on that tonight. We're just doing storyboarding. But yeah, I thought it was pretty cool too, Locke. So we worked on this first one. So basically, it opens up with the kids. The kids are watching TV. They're zoned out. So I have an opening shot of them up top watching the TV. Like kind of, I'm going to make sure that you guys can see this. Hold on one sec. Hold on. There we go. Nope, you can't see it. Nope, you can't see it. Anyways, sorry about that. Can't see it, so I'm just going to stop holding it. It's just all jacked out of their minds. Like, but like 3.5 feet's all right. So we open up. There's 2 panels up top, the width of the paper. The first panel is them. It shows their face, and they're just zoned out, spit coming out their mouth, like wide-eyed, looking like zombies. And then the next panel is a flip of that. It's showing what's on TV, and it's basically a commercial for a toy, of course. And then there's a panel below that where Lily is pointing, like almost out of the frame, saying, "I want that." And then there's right underneath that, it's not a panel, but it's basically a floating hand of Joy, my wife, turning the TV off. And then there's 2 big panels at the bottom. The first one being Adam and Lily just going berserk that we just turned the TV off. Like, their faces are just nuts. And then the other one is my wife with her hand on her hip saying, "Get." All right. So we got the first one down at just a really high level. Now we're going to work on the second page. So the second page follows Lily and Adam into the playroom. So and we're gonna kind of talk through this panel before we even start drawing it, or talk through this page. So the first panel is Lily. She's in front of all the toys, and there's so many. There's just tons of toys everywhere, and she goes, "There's nothing to play with." And Joy goes, "Should I get rid of everything then?" So then the next panel is Adam dancing and jumping on the couch, saying he wants to watch, which is his phrase for "I want to watch TV." The next panel is Adam is in timeout. So we're going to have him sitting on the stairs, which is his timeout spot, with just a ginormous timeout sign behind him. And it would be kind of cool to have, like, those old-timey billboards that have the bulbs on the light and how they have a blink like that. It would be cool to have that behind him. And then the next panel is Lily concedes, and her mom pretends to wave a magic wand, saying, "Magic, magic, please don't hide. Make our toys come alive." And then the next panel is Lily looking at her like she's dumb and saying, "Cute." And then the last panel is Mom looks unamused. She waves her hand into the playroom. I tried, okay? All right, so we got to figure out first off how we want to lay this out. So I think it would be kind of cool. I know this says she's standing in front of a wealth of toys, but I think it would be kind of cool if she was just sitting on the floor and there's just mountains of toys around her. And she's got her hands in her lap and her head kind of cocked to the side, saying there's nothing to play with. So I think, let me see. It can be kind of cool to break this up into two. Or we could have Lily. All right, well, might as well start drawing this out. Sorry. I've never done this before, so I don't know the process. So, all right, so I'm gonna turn this Wacom on and see how it works. I'm gonna move this off screen so I can read and see. All right, so let's zoom in on this. So this is gonna be super messy, okay? This is not supposed to be perfect. Let me see. Let's do a different layer. All right, so let's start up top. So Lily is standing in front of a wealth of toys. So what I think would be kind of cool. Well, let me see. Standing in front of a wealth of toys, there's so many that they're overflowing. There's nothing to play with. Should I get rid of everything then? So, all right, let's do this. You know what? I need a different. Hold up. Comic blank template PSD. This is a really low quality one. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a new one. Let's do this. New. Let's do an 11 by 17. So we can get a lot of good. Oh, let's just do 11 by 14. All right. So how I'm thinking about this. Let me just draw some borders real quick. Okay, I'm gonna save this. Hold on one sec. I wish I could do inches. Actually, you know what? You can. So let's I need to figure out how big a comic is. I have one right here, so let's see. Is it bad that I don't even know how big a comic is? Welcome to Comic Creation, where I don't even know what size a comic is. Alright. This is... Hold on. You know what? Hold on. Just give me 1 second, guys. Sorry. Blank comic page template PSD. Let's do this. See if we can get this. Of course you can't reach it. Why not? Why would you be able to reach it? Sorry guys, I had this pulled up already, but the one I have is not that great, so just give me a sec. Alright, let's try this. Alright, let's see if this works. Alright, let's see if this works. Nope. Nope, I think that's the same exact one that I pulled up earlier. Let's pull this one. There we go. Better. Better, better, better. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so pop in. This first panel is basically Lily. So I kind of want her to sit like and you got like just mountains of toys everywhere. You know what? I don't like that. Actually, let me do this because I didn't create a new layer. All right, so I'm actually going to do layer. I'm going to create these panels with this because this will just be easier. So well, I don't need them that thick. I don't actually need them that thick either. There we go. All right, so that one is the top one. And then we got Adam kind of dancing on the couch. I feel like this is a Disney song and I'm about to get copyright struck. Alright, let me see. Sorry, I'm just thinking about this. What if I did... You know, I just think it would be really cool to open this up with just a huge panel up top. I like that idea. And then Adam. I know I'm a perfectionist. Oh, I know what I can do. I got it. I think I got it. All right, so because I want a big panel with Miss Nitro waving her wand, because there's a lot of dialogue in it, and then we can have a little panel. Nope. Stop grabbing stuff. A little panel with Lily, kind of saying, "Okay, what's going on in here?" And then another one with my wife saying, "Okay, just do what you want," or whatever. So we got this scale. All right, so this is just at a high level what I'm thinking. So basically, all right, hold on. Let me move these over a tad. All right, so here's the flow of it. So here's what I'm thinking. So at the top, right, we have Lily sitting just in the middle of just a ton of toys. We're going to have my wife off screen, and we'll have Lily just sitting there. So let's start drawing this. Actually, let me combine all these into... these are panel outline. All right. So now we'll start a new layer, and it will be under. Actually, I'm gonna rasterize this, because what we're gonna do is we're going to multiply this, but we're gonna fill in here, so that way, watch the magic. Watch the magic. So if I want to color, I can come in here. Oops. Yep, that doesn't work. Shoot. All right, hold up. Oh, I know what I got to do. So let me take this off. Multiply this down. That's what it is. All right, so watch this. So if I want to color in here, boom. See, now I can color, and it'll just go over the... Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. All right, sweet. So I'm going to save this. We'll save this as page 2 storyboard. Okay. We're going to try to get through a couple of pages of this. I told my wife, Miss Nitro, my goal is 2. All right, hold on one sec. All right, so I'm super excited right now. All right, let's do this. So, all right, first panel. This is Lily sitting in front of just a gigantic thing of toys. Actually, we already have something like this on the first page, so let me maybe I could do like kind of like a top-down type shot. Oh, she's sitting and her legs are crossed. I need to lower the opacity on this. This needs to be like 30 or 50% ish. There we go. So the goal is to have just like a ton of toys. Just all over the room. Just kind of going off the page. Like you have your little trucks. You have your Barbie houses. With the windows. Of course, you gotta have the windows, right? You gotta have little chimneys. You have your little Barbies. You gotta have another monster truck over here, of course, because Adam has just a ton of monster trucks. Gotta have the basketball hoop. And then I want Lily kind of sitting in the middle of that. Kind of like a top-down shot. Could do like a panel inside of a panel. Yeah, I like that idea actually. So we're gonna come in here with a brush, kind of shade some of this in. And maybe put like a carpet or something. No, I think it was 4. Come on now. Rasterize. Merge layers. So basically, alright, I need to erase. Come on now. I just need erase. Let's do this. There we go. All right, so there's nothing to play with, is what she says, so. And kind of have that going off the page. And then my wife is kind of responding. Right, the next one is Adam is dancing on the couch. All right, let's see. Trying to see how I should picture that. Maybe kind of cool to have him just like doing like a Spider-Man type pose. This probably looks really jacked, but I don't like that. Alright. Let's think of something else. We might have to come back to this panel. I do like, I can do the stair panel. Man, having trouble drawing some straight lines. I don't know why that thing keeps popping up. It's frustrating. Let's see if we can. We need to make it gigantic, but we need to figure out. I just need a placeholder right now, but I need something that is going to look good. I need something really thick. Maybe something like this. But I need to change some of the aspects of the let's try 65. There we go. So what we're going to do is we are going to do an outline, but we're going to make the text, actual text, white. The outline is going to be thicker, so like 3. And we're going to angle the text. No, we're not. We're going to keep it straight. So we're going to come in here. Nope. I need you to erase. What are we doing, man? I need you to erase. Erase means erase. Nope. Alright, there we go. No, I don't like that. some of this. Maybe if I change it to gray, I won't need to change the saturation. Yeah, let's try that. There we go. Nope, doesn't look good. I got a new keyboard. I'm still trying to learn it. No, I don't like that because he should look miserable. What's up, Seal? How are you doing, good sir? Thank you for popping in, man. I'm good, man. Just trying to do this storyboarding. It's really difficult. It's really, really difficult. It'd be kind of cool if this was a teeny bit rotated. Maybe not that rotated, actually. I kind of liked it the way it was. So my wife and I, Seal, are working on a comic for our kids. It's about imaginary play. They're basically their toy place room turns into it's like a portal to an imaginary world. So like this is my daughter sitting in her playroom saying I don't have anything to play with, and my wife is saying, oh, I should throw your toys away then. And then my son's gonna be jumping on the couch, and then he's gonna be sitting in front of saying I want to watch, and then the next thing you know, he's sitting in timeout. So let me change the opacity of this. Nope. Alright, so Mr. Man got put in timeout. So yeah, so we just started Seal, like just beginning stages. I like it. I like it. All right, let's save that. So the next panel is we're skipping the jumping on the couch panel for right now because that's going to be difficult. And I can come back to it. So the next one is my wife waving a wand. So let me see if I can find a reference photo. Let me see. Sorry, I'm trying to find a reference photo. What would be interesting to see? Hey D. Yeah, she definitely does magic. It's all good. Trying to figure out a pose for my wife holding a wand. Let me see. I see a lot of Voldemorts. Trying to figure out. Sorry, guys. And this is super interesting. Wand reference. fan. Sorry guys, I know this is, again, I know it's super interesting. Cool. Thanks, D. I appreciate it. That makes me feel better. I just don't want people to feel like it's like just dead air, boring in here. But sometimes that's what it is, you know? Well, especially when we're doing art. So. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Okay, I can work with that. Although I'll want to be able to see her face. So I'm going to I'm going to cut this out and move it down. Whoa, what happened? Move this down. And I'm going to tilt it up. Oh, tilt it, not. I like her bending down to. But I do want to be able to see her face, so. Alright, so the next panel, so I'm good with that one right now because I think that's just the general placement of where I want her to be coming out of the frame. It's not that exciting, but I can find an actual reference photo for that at some point. The next one is... I want Lily to be... Stop doing that, man. Why does it keep doing that? I want Lily to be like... She kind of looks like the Crypt Keeper. Oh my gosh. Looks like she's getting ready to flicker off. I think it'd be cool to have. Let's see. Could have like a pillow and a truck, monster truck, a little figurine, and an Adam. Sorry, I'm looking at reference photos. So I like the toys in the air aspect. I'm just not a huge fan of him. The way that he's drawn. So. Song is really sad. So I want to cut this out and I want to flip it. Because I like the fact that it's mirroring. All right. It only took us like an hour, but we got through one page. Good grief, that took way longer. Hey Tom, what's up, man? It's a PC. Yes, it's definitely a PC. Thanks for popping in, man. We are actually doing comics this time. Yeah, so this is the panel. So basically, this is the second page of the comic. So it starts off, and again, we're just doing really, really high-level storyboards right now. But this starts off with, I don't know if I told you the gist of the comic, Tom, but basically their playroom is a portal to like an imaginary world, and there's this monster that comes in that keeps stealing the toys out of the playroom because they're not cleaning them up. In reality, it's obviously us that we're throwing their toys away. But they have to go into that imaginary world and fight and kill the monster. So this is the second page where this is my daughter. She's basically sitting amongst thousands of toys saying, I don't have anything to play with in this panel. And the second one is my wife, Mrs. Nitro, saying, then I guess we should throw it all away. And this is my son jumping on the couch saying that I want to watch, which is his way of saying I want to watch TV. Which we don't respond to terrorism is how I would respond to that. I'm going to make this actually bigger. We don't respond to emotional terrorism is how I would respond to that. Yeah, I like that way better. It looks way better. All right, so let me see. I'm going to merge this down. So, yeah, so he's jumping on the couch, and then he gets put in timeout, obviously, because, you know, you can't do that. And I really like this panel. Because I love the little like frustrated lines coming off of his head. Then the next frame is my wife just waving a magic wand and saying, "Toys come alive." And then when they don't, obviously, Lily is going, "Cute." And then my wife is just waving her off, saying, "Okay, I tried, okay?" So that's the first one. That's the first, or that's the second page. We did the first page the other day. So that's my first time ever really storyboarding, really. So let's pull up another blank one. All right, so this next page, I'm going to pull it up so everybody can see it. So page 3. All right, so this is not going to be a 2-page splash, but it's going to be a 1-page. So I might skip this one for right now, just because this is going to be super involved with Program Illustrator. Yeah, it's Photoshop. Yep, it's definitely Photoshop. I don't use Illustrator a lot just because it's like a foreign language to me. I've been using Illustrator for about 10 years, so I'm comfortable with it. I want to get there's this, what is it called? There's this like Manga Studio program that you can get. It's like a one-time purchase that has comic book software within it to help you do layouts and stuff. I would really, really like to do that. So, yeah. So I did some high-level panels previously, so I'm going to try to reference those real quick. We're going to go to page 4. Let me see. Actually, you know what? Let's just attempt at a really, really high level to do this. All right, this is going to be interesting. All right, so I want to, let me see. All right, so I'm going to do something a teeny bit strange with this. What's up, Isaac? Thanks for popping in, bro. Let's do a shout out. Infinity Bros. There we go. Cool. Yep, I knew I spelled it wrong. Alright, hold up. I knew I spelled it wrong. There we go. I forgot the underscores. Good grief. There we go. I forgot the underscores. Good grief. There we go. Okay, cool. Alright, so I'm going to do something a little bit different with this. So this is basically them walking through the gate. So I want to do a shot of them. I want to do a shot of their feet kind of crossing the threshold. Actually, we're going to do a big... This is actually not a splash page at all. It's just... What is going on? There we go. This is just a half of a splash page, so I don't know what that's called. But it's going to be... I'm just trying to get the overall layout of the panels that I want right now. Because I'm going to have a couple skinny panels up here. And then I'm going to overlay Lily and Adam on one of them. Actually, let me make this just a tad bit bigger before I copy it. so basically, let me rasterize these, merge the layers. We'll multiply that down, and then we'll fill this with white. That way, again, I can come in here and I can color. Oh, that's not working. Why isn't that working? Oh, I know why. There we go. So basically, I can come in here and color. Shoot, stop. I went to the wrong layer. I can come in here and color, and it won't go outside the panel. So that's the goal. All right. Let me see. Panels. All right. So this is actually, we're just doing it for our kids right now. So basically, this is just a proof of concept to make sure that we can actually do it. So it's mainly just for kids. But I'm a bit of a perfectionist. So even though this is kind of like a proof of concept type thing, Tom, I'm probably spending a little too much time on it. All right, see you, Isaac. So basically, so the first top one is I want to have a shot of their feet kind of walking through the playroom, like the playroom thing. So let me get a line tool. What's up, Dr. Root Beer? Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. How are you doing this fine evening? Oh, do not want it that big. Let me see. So I'm gonna have, let me actually create a separate layer. So basically the layer are, this top layer is gonna be them walking through the gate to the playroom. Or their feet are at the gate, and they're opening it, and then the next shot is them opening the gate. And I'm going to overlay basically Adam. And then Lily. Right here. I need to make Adam a teeny bit tinier. I'll make that bigger. So, because I want him to be kind of behind her. But I want them to be, I want them to kind of go over, basically go through the panels, if that makes sense. So basically what I'm trying to do, let me turn the opacity up. Something like that. My Wacom stopped working for some reason. Nope. Let's take the opacity down to 50. Nope. Do I like that? I want to make this panel smaller. And I want to make this panel bigger. And then I can move them up. You know what? I don't like that. Trying to think. So let me go back to the script. So panel 1 is letting Adam step through the gate onto soft grass. Oh, okay. Oh, she's changed it. Okay, so the previous one that I had was from a previous script. So now that this is different, so I'm gonna keep this panel layout. So I'm gonna have them stepping through the gate. So I'll have a front shot of them stepping, or obviously their feet stepping onto grass. I'll have a very close up of their eyes, like staggered, so there's a depth of field, and then we'll figure out the other thing. So let me back up just a tad. So we're gonna try this one more time. Sorry, this is a learning progress for me as I'm doing this. So, for those of you who have done it, if there are anybody in there outside of Tom, I am down for best practices tips. All right, let's see. So I want this to be a huge like splash panel. I'm gonna have. Actually, you know what would be kind of cool? To have it panelless. So just have the floating feet and have the grass under their feet with a white background. That would be sweet. Let's do that. And then I'll have the panel with their eyes. Nope, I did shift. Scale. Nope, scale. Alright, so I'm going to, I suck at drawing feet, so I'm going to need to look up a reference photo. Alright, let's see if we can do this. I think the main things for me is I'm just going to need to just have a ton of reference photos for this. Let me see, I need to... Sorry, I need to rename this layer. Panels. Alright, so this is the foot layer, so basically you need to draw 2 sets of feet. Alright, why is nothing coming out? There we go. I'll draw Lily's first, who is my daughter. Oh, I need a different reference photo. Let me look at this script again. Sorry, I'm just trying to think through this. All right, cool. Thanks, Tom. Appreciate you popping in, man. Have a good one. Thanks, man. I appreciate the encouragement. It means a lot. It means a lot. For those of you who are not aware, Mr. Tom Levine, we actually had him on the podcast this past Sunday. He is an author with over 9 novels, I believe, under his belt, to his credit, to his name. He was promoting his latest Kickstarter comic, Beckett's last mixtape. I believe it. I don't want to butcher the title. I think that's the name of the title. But yeah, we reviewed that this past Sunday. It was awesome. Tom, you're a stand-up dude. I really appreciate you coming on, man. It means a lot. Thanks for your support. All right, so let's take a look at this real quick. Actually, matter of fact, if anybody wants to check it out, there's the link. All right, so let's see. So I'm going to kind of draw a gate, kind of like a horizon line. See, I don't know how to do this, man. I'm gonna actually just move to the next one. That looks horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. Let me see how I was going to draw her eyes. Hold on. Sorry, guys. What's up, LJ? How are you, good sir? All right. Need to look up some reference photos again. Sorry, I need to make that gate closer. I'm gonna redraw these. Actually, I'm gonna draw these on a separate page because I think I can do it better. No, that doesn't look good. Man, why can't I draw this? This is frustrating. It's like I have what I wanted to look at like in my mind, but it's really hard to make that come. I don't care about that. What is up with my eyes tonight? Let's do this. Here we go. There we go. And then I'm just gonna Wonderland, because this is gonna require it's basically the first full shot of the Wonderland like place that they're a part of. So yeah. So let's take. So yeah, we're not doing that tonight. That's just not happening. So let's pull this up. So we got through this one. And actually, I'm going to. What the heck? Alright, sorry guys, hold on. I want to rotate it just a tad. Let me see something real quick. I need to fix my daughter's hair because it just looks like really bad. Give my wife a ponytail. I think she'll appreciate that. Work on this one just a tad. Ooh, I know what I want to do. I can move her down in a sec, but let's move this down just a tad. Actually, I think the wand should be in her other hand. And move her down some more. Just rotate maybe just a tad. Yeah, there we go. thing keeps popping up. It's frustrating. That was my elbow. I promise. What the heck is going on here? Actually, I don't like her head position. Man, come on now. Right. Whew. Alright, I need a break.